and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal into the Eifel GP race review, where Lewis Hamilton equalled Michael Schumacher's win record. After the race, he was handed one of Michael Schumacher's helmet by his son Mick. Bottas retired with an engine issue, Verstappen was second, and Ricciardo sealed his first podium for Renault with a race that had 5 DNFs. Lewis Hamilton had equalled Michael Schumacher's Formula 1 win record after securing a typically commanding race victory in an unreliably packed Eifel GP ahead of Max Verstappen. Hamilton now has 91 wins and has also taken a giant step towards Schumacher's record total of 7 World Championships, thanks to closest 2020 rival and Mercedes teammate Valtteri Bottas' retirement. When you grow up watching someone, you idolise them for what you're able to do year on year, race after race, said Hamilton, who was handed one of his titles by Mick. Seeing his dominance for so long, I don't think anyone, and especially me, thought I'd be anywhere near Michael's record. Bottas started on pole but was overtaken by Hamilton on lap 13 shortly after he stopped with an engine issue. Hamilton now 70 points clear in the title standings, then dominated with a 2-horse race between himself and Max Verstappen, despite a late safety car which put nerves into the Mercedes team. Ricciardo sealed a brilliant podium for Renault in third, his first F1 podium since Monaco in 2018, and the team's first since Malaysia 2011, holding off a valiant Sergio Perez in Racing Point. Perez wasn't the only Racing Point driver to shine on Sunday, with standing Nico Hülkenberg rising from 20th to 8th behind Charles Leclerc, Pierre Gasly and Carlos Sainz. Romain Grosjean sealed his first points in over a year for Haas ahead of Antonio Giovinazzi, who denied a struggling Sebastian Vettel a top 10 finish. Bottas was one of 5 drivers not to finish the race, along with George Russell, Esteban Ocon, Alex Albon and Lando Norris. Hamilton will quite rightly take the plaudits after what was a calm, fast and ultimately record-equalling drive, but it certainly didn't look that comfortable in the early stages. Pole sitter Bottas was shoved wide by Hamilton into turn 1, but then superbly rebounded to take first place back and stretch his lead with Verstappen then third. It was all looking good for Bottas. Before that, he flat spotted his tyres on lap 13, allowing Hamilton to sweep up the inside in the first corner. Bottas, under pressure from Verstappen, immediately pitted, but another frustrating race for the Finn ended just 4 laps later as he desperately reported no power from the cockpit of the W11. While Verstappen was not very happy on the medium tyres, as Hamilton after the first stop, the Englishman streaked clear, leading by 10 seconds when Norris' tricky afternoon ended with an enforced safety car. The safety car on lap 44 eradicated Hamilton's lead over Verstappen, and the front 2 advantage of over a minute was also eradicated, while it also led to second stop tyres, which were cold by the time of the restart. But Hamilton would not be denied. He held off Verstappen into turn 1 and built another race lead, finishing 5 seconds ahead of the Red Bull, despite the Dutchman's fastest lap on the last lap of the Nurburgring circuit. Fourth in 3 races this season and dominating highly rated teammate Esteban Ocon, Ricciardo's podium has been long overdue, and it was another superb performance from the Australian. Key to his race was overtaking Albon from 6th on the grid, the first big blow to what was another awful day for the Red Bull driver, who would pick up a 5-second penalty for contact with Daniel Kvyat, then retire. Ricciardo then got back after Leclerc gave him the switcheroo through turns 1 and 2 to Bottas' stop, which looked in danger as Perez surged onto fresher tyres, but the safety car ultimately aided Ricciardo, who finished 1.4 seconds ahead of the Racing Point at the checkered flag. A 2-2 bet is now in order with Renault team boss Cyril Abiteboul. Teammate Esteban Ocon was on for good points too, but retired soon after Bottas with a brake issue, as was Norris in the McLaren. He was running ahead of teammate Sainz and indeed Perez before an engine software issue. Russell was the other retirement after being clattered by Kimi Räikkönen, who made his 323rd record-breaking F1 start, and he was handed a 10-second time penalty for the shunt and eventually finished 12th. Before I go, here was the official race rundown. Lewis Hamilton, very happy, couldn't really have done much more. Max Verstappen, they were really close to him. I don't think they could have got the win though. Ricciardo will be delighted, a great drive from him, just like Perez and Sainz really out-delivering that car at the moment. Gasly as well, superb. Leclerc, Hülkenberg, everyone in the top 10 really just drove out their skin. Vettel will be very disappointed, just really didn't have the pace, and another spin for him today. Raikkonen and Magnussen, Latifi and Kvyat as well, just poor races for them. And then the DNF guys, I think they'll all be very disappointed. with their races as well. So tale of two halves. The top 10 very happy, but I don't think anyone not in the top 10 will be happy at all. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily F1 news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That'd be great appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.